We'll see you all again. Sleep tight. Let's see how they do without us.
common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Been about 6 days since I've been on here, so I wanted to jump on. Stocks continue higher, crypto really sideways to a hair higher. We've been expecting stocks to go higher and crypto to try to dig in here. So we're going to give an update here. What's up, Handy? Alex, Austin, Papanaya. We'll take a look at Hex. A NetCop. Look at Hex. Try to do that here a little bit later. In front of us, we got Bitcoin USD Bitfinex. You can see technometer 43.4. You can see here, let me bring this up real quick. You can see here as of really 2 days ago when we had the little sell-off down to 33.4, I believe it was, 33.150. Yeah, the sell-off down to 33.150 or so. The OP made a new low as shown by the green arrow. Show that a little bit better. So the green circle was new low in the OP while price still held higher. So that 33.1 seems to be hopefully maybe important support here if we can continue higher today. What's up, Chemo, Bamboo, Spiller? So that's going to be something to watch here. We're not far from that. So we'll see how that holds. And then we got Bitcoin USD daily 6-month chart. You can see here on the blue line, still new lows on the OP while price is holding. Normally that is considered bullish action with sell volume coming in while price is holding higher, meaning somebody is supporting the market. Will they be able to continue to support it? We will have to see. And then we've got, that'll be shown also on the Bitcoin USD 5-minute chart. Again, you can see volume hitting new lows while price is holding. That's a bullish divergence. Technometer hasn't gotten oversold again as it was, but we're still working on that. Here's the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index. Arrow showing the last 40 readings on technometer. Technometer is now neutral at 44. So hopefully I'm going to show, we've had a kind of a sideways triangle type action here on Bitcoin. The last few days, I'm going to show maybe how that fits into the picture. Let's go back here and look at stocks. I still thought crypto would rally with stocks. Stocks continue on a tear. So we've got our Wyckoff Wave Index setting at 44 neutral. I called this a spring and a couple tests here. On this chart, really probably today's low needs to hold if we're going to continue higher. Here's the Wyckoff Wave Growth Index. It gave us a perfect buy June 3rd as shown by the buy in the green. We had a new low in the OP while price held higher with an oversold technometer. And currently now we're up here. We are overbought at 52.2. The last time we was overbought was a couple weeks ago. and that did not stop this train. I do think today's overbought reading maybe will slow us up a hair here, but some of these other general market indicators still look maybe still a little bit higher. We got the SPY, technometer 50.55, another new all-time high today. Nice strong uptrend. So again, maybe somewhere here we're going to slow up, consolidate some gains, and then possibly still higher. So for now, I'm still long some NASDAQ stocks. Here's QQQ, 46.24. Definitely nothing overbought here. But on all these charts, volume is not coming in strong. It's just really a quiet meld up. You've got, last week was it $28 billion coming into the markets from retail investors. So retail is chasing this thing. Institutions are really more so maybe selling into the strength. So that's not good. Maybe that's why we're having this low volume rally. So again, I think risk is getting higher now. Might want to take some profits on some of these things. Let's look at the DIA, the Dow Jones ETF. 51.1, again, overbought there. Really just back at the all-time highs. And then IWM looked a little more friendly. I did buy a little bit of IWM, and it has came off the last few days, which is against my position. Technometer is 37, which is on this chart as oversold as it's been currently. So maybe we bounce here in the small caps, but the larger caps, SPY, some of those look maybe a little overextended. Will that affect crypto? I'm not sure, because crypto didn't rally on the way up. So let's go and look at some Elliott wave counts now. First of all, let's, I've got a Bitcoin. This was a, I'm just going to throw these up. I previously made all these. This was a 1-2-1-2 that I've been showing. That's starting to look a little suspect because we should be rallying stronger here. So with that in mind, possibly we got to change this to something more so like this here, where you see in the A, you see in the green, an A rally, a B triangle, which is shown by the red, A, B, C, D, E, and then a C wave up here. Still a rally maybe to 41, 42,000. Since we've been so sideways here, if we start taking out the 36,000 level, we might start getting, you know, a quick pop here. That would just be an ABC, the upside, which wouldn't be, you know, in the bigger picture. That's not the one I wanted to show. In the bigger picture, an ABC up could look like this, where somewhere up here again it would just be a B wave with then still a break lower. So that's not as bullish account. It'd be bullish short term, still bearish intermediate term. I've shown a bearish roadmap that a lot of Elliott wave people have been talking about. That would be still that we've completed a 1-2. I showed this 5 days ago, and we should have broke down hard. We have not. We've moved sideways. So again, this count also doesn't look that strong here. So I still think we take a bounce, and then we'll try to reevaluate if our technometers get overbought and try to figure out the next move. I showed Ethereum, 4-hour chart. I was showing maybe a V-wave low in place, and we get a rally up to the 2,900 again. Ethereum is leading the rally, so this one looks much better. But again, this chart Could be completing a C wave, maybe of a triangle here. So this one's still suspect. Could be something here. So Ethereum still looks higher, but if we turn down sharply here, that could be a bearish count. But again, for now, I'm still looking for higher. Stocks maybe still a little higher as well. So if we look at, let's look at some of the mining stocks here on the stock exchange. This is MARA, M-A-R-A. You can see our technometer down to 40.4, lower right. That is near oversold levels that have turned us higher again. So possibly these stocks will try to dig in here. Let's look at Riot. Technometer 45, not as strong here as maybe a bounce. Did stop at that previous resistance. I mentioned before, that's not the best place to be stopping on a rally. So not getting any strong buys on these mining stocks. Here's MicroStrategy, 42.9 on technometer after being as high as 63. So that's kind of bullish action. So again, my best guess is still, these are still going to work higher. Silvergate, SI, 43.19. I am actually flat Silvergate at the moment. No positions there. While we're here, we're going to look at Ford for Alex. Technometer 39.22. Normally 38's oversold. Last time I got down to that level was April 20th, which did mark a low. So I would think Ford could hold in here, Alex, and maybe try back at the upside, back up at the 1640 level or so. On my thoughts on silver, here's a GDX. As I wrote in the week in review that you can sign up for free at wyckoffsmi.com. I talked about on the way down here, the technometer got way oversold there 2 weeks ago. And now we really have moved sideways while the technometers came back to a little bit above neutral. I think gold and silver are still heading lower. So I'm short GDX by being long dust. And I think that's the trade to be in. While we're here, let's talk about Microsoft. That's been a decent winner for us here. I mentioned last time we was live, technometer was coming down to oversold again. Maybe a point to add. That was around 265. We bought around, what was it, 244. We're 280 currently, setting at the highs. So again, you got to be in the pro traders stock Discord to get current trades. But I'm probably going to be taking profits on this one. I'm finally thinking about that today. Square is another one that I've mentioned that we're long. It up thrusted the previous resistance this morning, about what, $8, $9 off the high. Technometer's neutral. I think these still could work higher, but they might slow up here. Yeti's another one. Technometer down at 38. It's been down there for the last week or so, as we said, around this 92 level. We are falling out of the uptrend. So not as excited about this one, but maybe still a little bit higher. TLT, anybody still on TLT, we've recommended getting out of that today. You can see our technometer is 52.24, where I kind of rearranged the uptrend line that I've been trying to show, but we're up at that resistance again. TLT, I think, slows up. 20-year interest rates have came down considerably here in the last week. Looks like we've got a slow economy, Growth stocks, still the place to be, the NASDAQ stocks and the Dow Jones type stocks, maybe going to have still a rough road to hoe here. So looks like a slow economy still in front of us. Let's go back here and look at, since I do own the original institute that Mr. Wyckoff started in 1931, here's the 2018, 2019, 2020, what I think's long-term accumulation. We did have the rally up to 64,000, which did have some distribution, but I think we probably are still reaccumulating here. We're at the 50% pullback from the last point of support to the buying climax of 60,000 or so. So a good place to find support. This would show the distribution area that everybody's throwing around. But then we go into possibly the Wyckoff reaccumulation. That is the most recent chart where we had the selling climax down there to 29,000. We sprung that area 28.5 or so there on the 23rd. We really need some volume to come up here to the upside and get us going. So again, I think anything above 36, 36.5 will give us a chance maybe to raise some stops on long positions and then see how the rally proceeds if we get above that 36.5. If we do come up to that 39, 40, 41 and fall apart, then we're going to be looking at this major distribution chart where we had to fall through the ice down to 28, a rally back here to that 40 level, maybe do that again, and then if we don't hold those gains, this would be extremely bearish for Bitcoin. Again, if that 33.1 starts giving away, or 30,500, some of the previous support after we had the spring. Now let's go back to ADA here. We'll look at ADA in the software, showing the technometer force OP readings. ADA sitting really here around $1.40. Technometer 42.89. So volume again not coming into the upside, really quiet. Not much to add there. I'd be long and see if we can continue a little bit higher. ADA USDT. Technometer here, neutral at 44. After being bullish down there on the break down below $1.20. So again, no real help. Everything's neutral on technometers really across the board. So not much to add. On the stock side, I will show Wyckoff Wave Oil Index. I believe Tom Lee is still talking about higher oil. That does look like a market that's wants to go higher. You can see here technometer 38.38 lower right. Looks like the Wyckoff Wave Oil Index is moving sideways here, maybe for a little bit more reaccumulation before higher. We've had nice little ABC off the highs. So oil stocks might be something that could continue to take the SPY a little bit higher. But I'd probably stay in the oil type stocks if you're going to be in some of the industrial type stocks. Let me run my disclaimer real quick for my regulators.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
Do your own research. This is not individual investment advice. So quick 25 minutes. That's really majority of what I got. Anybody got any other questions? Let's go back and look at some of the alts that we've been on. If you want real-time trades, patreon.com/learncrypto. If you want to learn Wyckoff, wyckoffsmi.com or learncrypto.io. Get the original teachings by Wyckoff. Here on some alts we've been having, there's again ADA on the 4-hour chart. Back up at resistance there at that $1.48 or so. Need to get above that. Bake up 11% today. That's one that Nick has been on. Band up 10% today. Starting to come alive. Need to get these things going. BNB up 5%. Be nice to see that thing back there at that 420. Cake up 1.5%. Then Matic up 1.6%. Holding pretty well after unbelievable gains this year. SOL, one that we've talked about, almost touching 38. That chart looks really well. We're along that. Nick bought that at 34 and change, I believe. I mentioned it between 30 and 40 various times. XXP up 3.5%. Somewhat a Bitcoin chart. Zen, been a big winner for Nick over time. 67.34. Unchanged basically today, down a hair. So that's all I got. Not too many questions in the chat. KNC. KNC USDT. Not adding that really where I wanted, so I'm not sure why that is. Hold on a second. There we are, up 7.69% on the 4-hour chart. Again, probably a selling climax, spring and a test. Some of these are starting to come alive, so maybe Bitcoin can join that parade. But let's see if these things can continue higher. Luna, USDT up 13%, coming up to previous resistance. Nice couple days here, trying to rally out of here. What's up, Clifford? Head Magister, how you doing? HNT, USDT. A lot of sideways action there, holding gains strong. I would think that's a bullish chart. XRP not doing much. I would think we'll just tag along for the ride. No strong opinion on XRP right at the moment. Let's go back and go to the software here on XRP real quick. XRP USD. Then we will go back to Hex, MDF. XRP, same thing, technometer, 45.2. No major help there. Here's Hex USD up 1%. They're holding gains incredibly well after the triangle that we showed. Looks like maybe another pork blaster here. I would think that one's got to go higher as well. D. Harris, let me give you a wrench. So that's all I've got. Let's go back to stocks here real quick. You've got the Dow up 100, NASDAQ sitting around unchanged, S&P up 15%. Again, stocks, we're thinking maybe somewhere up here we're going to slow up. We're going to maybe take some profits. Easy gains, I think, have been made up to this point. If you're really bullish, maybe you control some stops. I mean, Apple's been, as we look at Apple here, up 2.31% today. That one's done very well. Coin up $13 today, so that one has also been acting much better. EOS is one I do have extremely small position in. Let's bring up EOS here. Up a little over 1% today. Unbelievable, $15 down to $3. Wouldn't have expected that so deep. Let's look at EOS USD on the software. Once again, I'm sure we're just going to be neutral. $43.9 and 44 is neutral, so there again neutral. Not much help. Bitcoin 34,600, Ethereum 2360, Litecoin 140. That's all I got. Appreciate the support. Give me a like, subscribe, share. As usual, we're going to show a couple commercials on our Discord, $40 a month. It's July 7th, so good time to get in there. Or hire us to manage your crypto or stock assets. I manage stocks through Charles Schwab, but for international accounts, it looks like I am getting set up with Interactive Brokers. It allows me to do a lot of different countries that Schwab's not allowing me. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Again, a couple commercials and get a little volatility. I'll be back here again, usual time, 2 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm out of here.
Warren Buffett, American investor, business tycoon, and one of the wealthiest people in the world, once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." But how is that possible? Well, knowledge is power. In 2020, it is no longer news that cryptocurrencies are the currency of the digital future. Bitcoin's stability amidst unprecedented global economic impacts from COVID-19 has proven once again that crypto is here to stay. Learning how to trade, when to trade, and where to trade crypto assets can make the difference between success and failure. At LearnCrypto.io, we offer a pathway to sustainable and lifelong wealth by helping open-minded beginners and experienced traders navigate the thin ice of the cryptocurrency markets. Live shows, interviews, coin reviews, fundamental analysis, predictive trading bots, and open chat access to a community of real traders. These are just a few of the benefits you'll receive with a membership on patreon.com/learncrypto. Sign up today if you strive to build yourself a brighter tomorrow.
Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency, but just aren't sure how you can get started investing? Maybe you are simply too busy to trade your own cryptocurrency account since it is 365, 24/7. Don't hold back any longer. With LearnCrypto.io, you can have a seasoned professional show you how. Todd W. Butterfield is a leader in trading with numerous real money trading successes to his name over the years. He owns LearnCrypto.io, the original Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, WyckoffSMI.com, as well as the Black Bay Group, a registered investment advisor. He has also created state-of-the-art software, consolidating over 100 plus crypto exchanges volume, as well as his own Wyckoff proprietary indicators. With today's stressful and busy lifestyles, isn't it time you considered having a knowledgeable investor manage your crypto account? In these unprecedented times, it is the perfect season to seriously consider Learn Crypto IO's private client group and add cryptocurrencies to your investment portfolio.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907 I created the Magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the Magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and create the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.
Let's see it.